You know the cycle. You swear this time you're going to get ahead, but then you end up in a toxic relationship, or you spend 3 hours doom scrolling in the dark instead of working on your goals. It's easy to assume you're the one in the driver's seat. We all like to think we have an accurate, logical view of the world and complete control over our daily choices. But the biological reality is completely different. Most of your decisions aren't logical at all. They are being actively steered by deep, ancient psychological impulses you rarely notice. In his book, The Laws of Human Nature, author Robert Greene lays out a strict prerequisite for any kind of lasting success. Before you can successfully navigate the world, you have to decode your own deeply ingrained flaws. Trying to change the toxic people around you only leads to emotional chaos. If you want to stop repeating the same mistakes, you have to conquer your own internal nature first. The first hurdle is the law of irrationality. By default, your emotions dictate your reality. They force you to react to situations based entirely on how you feel in the moment, consistently overriding your logical brain. This graph tracks two paths of reward, illustrating Greene's law of short-sightedness. The brain heavily favors the sharp, immediate spike, the instant dopamine release of the donut or a glowing screen, over the slow, steady curve of long-term fulfillment. These automatic reactions don't happen in a vacuum. Under the law of compulsive behavior, your daily habits and negative impulses are permanently molded by your early childhood environment. When you try to resist these ingrained traits, you often make them worse. This fuels a cycle of self-sabotage, locking you into repetitive failures that keep you from reaching your actual potential. To break this subconscious loop, Greene suggests a sort of circuit breaker strategy. You force a single positive action, like putting down the phone and going for a walk, even when your brain is demanding immediate comfort. Doing those small actions as often as possible interrupts the automatic programming. You stop being a passive victim of your biology and start actively designing your own future. Gaining control also means confronting the law of repression. Every single person, completely normal people, harbors a dark side capable of highly destructive, even monstrous actions. Greene suggests treating this dark energy as a reservoir of raw, aggressive power that simply requires a productive outlet, rather than being left to leak out sideways. Take Abraham Lincoln. He is remembered as a steady, moral leader, but he struggled deeply with his own toxic inner impulses. Early in his career, Lincoln would channel his rage into writing anonymous, highly aggressive letters to newspapers, explicitly designed to publicly destroy his political enemies. After one of those enemies challenged him to a duel, Lincoln withdrew. He recognized the destructive path he was on and redirected that dark energy into winning formal political debates. True mastery of human nature requires you to do the same. You domesticate your darkest urges, channeling that exact same aggression toward achieving positive goals. Once you map your own mind, you can turn the lens outward. Greene's law of role-playing states that people constantly wear idealized, fake masks to present themselves in the best possible light. You see this constantly online, where the gap between real life and curated Instagram feeds breeds toxic narcissism. To cut through that, Greene mandates putting down the phone and building genuine empathy through actual in-person interaction. When you interact face-to-face, you quickly notice the law of covetousness. Humans have a built-in vulnerability. We continually desire what is forbidden or seemingly unavailable. Some communities, like pickup artists, heavily weaponize this trait. They use calculated absence, purposefully delaying texts, or claiming they can only meet at a highly specific time to manufacture artificial desire. People also fiercely guard their independence, which brings us to the law of defensiveness. If you want to bypass someone's stubborn resistance, you don't argue. You use active listening, confirm their self-opinion, and apply reverse psychology to guide them without triggering their defenses. Stripping away curated masks allows you to see the underlying patterns in social interaction, making it possible to navigate people's psychological defenses with far more precision. Learning to recognize these laws helps you build a buffer between your feelings and your actions. It provides the initial distance needed to question your impulses before they turn into regrettable decisions. To protect yourself from falling right back into the trap of constantly coveting what you don't have, consciously practice gratitude for the things you already possess. Mastering these psychological forces gives you a permanent, strategic advantage in your daily life. Click the subscribe button below to be notified when we release part 2, and keep building your 1% better edge.